do.
Is it on?
Yes.
Back. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what I want to do. You know, guys, I'm back, and you know what's up. Love is up. Love is always up, and love will always win, because God made love. Love came from Him. And I am back. And you know, I'm sitting up here thinking, and I'm like, you know, this is just ridiculous. You know, I'm thinking this is just ridiculous. People don't want to talk about the system that was put in place to oppress anyone that wasn't white. And we know that. And this is not for God's people. I don't care what color you are, white. If you're God's people, you know truth. Period. We are not going to break that down. But in honesty, the ones that are God people, they know that their friends, some of their friends are evil, and they practice an evil. And if you sit by and you watch your brother or sister practice an evil, and you don't pull them up and get away from that is evil, then what are you? That's what I have to say to that. Now, America, the land of the great, the free, the land that has a lot of, like we all do as human beings. Let's break this down, you know, because, yeah, I got to stand a course and take a course for I have to be accountable for my life. So I've done a lot of things in my life that I am ashamed of. And one thing I had to do to mature was to admit it, to admit my faults, you know, to admit that I had done a lot of things. And that was just one of the hardest things to do, because you don't want people to see you being as barbaric and evil and treacherous. But actually, the few people that are the system, the few people that were evil are still in place. The systematic racism is still in place. And it is evil. And every time America tries to push forward and become great, evil comes along. It's like this old dang on, cancer in my bone that I just never, I say it's cancer, because, you know, it'll go away, you don't know it's there, or it's there, it's dormant, but it's spreading. It's like an evil that's killing from within. And to the people that are skinheads, and this, I know you're skinheads, you're KKK, you're Jim Crow, and you have other names because you have high offices. And so you have other names that you call yourself. But really, you need to ask yourself, is killing people and analyzing people, and let me give you the history I know about us. Wow, I'm not going to kill it. I'm not going to kill it. I'm not going to kill it. I'm not. I'm not going to let me, you know what, while you guys are going through that, I'm going through my own experience. Something just happened to me, and I'll tell you later, but I have something going. If you heard me talking, I'm like, wow, it's like something going on. So, oh Lord, God is telling me something. He like, every creation is important to me. And every person is here for a reason. And no one human being has the right to try to play God. Because he said, we are his people. We are all his people, whoever riding with him. And this is not a battle of white and black. This is the battle of good and evil. And I'm not saying that white people are evil. I'm saying it's a few white people that are evil. It's a few that are. Now, for someone to sit up here and say to this black woman that my men want to eradicate you and kill you and do what you've done to them is a lie from the pit of hell. Because my men don't sit up and talk about how to kill you. The system, the evil, the corruptness that's set in place to tear men down. Why do you want to kill your fellow American? This is America. And to the people, oh my God, these people, some of these people, other Americans that have no empathy, no sympathy, no care. And there's a word for that, and everybody says it. And they say it's called white privilege. But it's not. It's not that. It's the heart. It's the failure to examine your own heart. Every man, woman, child has to examine their heart. And if you examine your heart and you're against the movement of America being great with all of its people, with all of God's creations, then something is wrong. And then if you don't see that, then you're not his child. This is a battle of good and evil. Whose side are you on?